This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by Salisbury University.
Here on DelmarvaLife, you know that we value and honor members of our local law enforcement agencies. It's important to let the general public know about the efforts being made to create stable and secure environments.
The Salisbury University Police Department is dedicated to keeping students, faculty, and staff safe within the campus community. So how do they do it? Well, we would like to welcome Chief Edwin Lashley and Captain Chris Shockley. They are with the Salisbury University Police Department. Gentlemen, welcome to DelmarvaLife.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to start off by getting to know you guys a little bit. How did you get into law enforcement?
Well, I've been in law enforcement for over 4 decades. I don't want to really tell my age, but I started in 1977 with the Maryland State Police. I did 28 years with Maryland State Police, retiring as Lieutenant Colonel. 2005, I had the honor of being hired by Salisbury University as their police chief, and I've been there ever since. And it's been my honor to serve the students, faculty, and staff for that long.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not quite as long, less than 20 years, 10 years with the university. Promoted to rank a captain there and got into law enforcement because of a long family history.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, thank you both.
Thank you.
For what you do, what you've done, what you're doing. Now let's talk about Salisbury University. I mean, we're talking like what, up to 8,000 people at a time. How do you pull this off?
Well, it's a team effort. We collaborate with our internal partners or external partners. We realize that to measure the climate of the perception of safety, we need to be at the table with various entities within the university and the external community. So that's how we do it. We don't work in a vacuum, or we don't work in silos. We try to gauge the climate of the campus, and we keep our finger on the pulse of the community surrounding the campus as it pertains to crime. And collectively with our allies, and I'm very fortunate to have a competent staff and police officers, support of the university administration, and I think that's been a successful formula over the years.
Wow.
Now, Captain, obviously you need to be prepared for anything, and you guys actually do tabletop exercises?
Yes, we recently did one. We reached out to our allied agencies to get all the agencies in the county, law enforcement, first responders, fire, EMS, have everybody come together, come up with a scenario basically to challenge our resources, so we'd have to rely on outside resources from our allied agencies, and learning what they have, what we have, and making sure that we can handle the situation and keep everybody safe and have a good outcome.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really a lot of communication that goes on here between your agency and the agencies that ally with you.
That's absolutely correct. And based on observation of other communities and incidents, major incidents in other states, that relationship or those relationships in many cases didn't exist. And when you have a major incident, if you don't know the other players that you have to deal with and rely on, if you're not able to tap their resources readily, and if you don't rehearse your response,
right,
you're going to have an issue with more victims. The community may not have confidence in you. So we feel that on a regular basis we need to have dialogue. We need to rehearse our training. We need to know each other's capabilities and resources, and it helps. One thing that helps is my longevity. So I know a lot of people in key law enforcement positions and political positions. So it certainly helps when we try to mitigate issues and major incidents.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday was move-in day, so obviously the population goes up a lot. Is that why you do a lot of training in the slower months, in the summertime?
Yes, we try to get a lot of our trainings in the summer and the winter months when we're slow. Our community changes drastically in those times of year, and that's when we can bring allied agencies onto our campus easier.
So do you find that these rehearsals make it easier in your response when something does happen?
Yes, I mean, absolutely. Learning what every agency has for resources and who to call to get them
Right.
Quickly puts us ahead of the game if we do have an incident.
Comes naturally when it comes time.
Correct.
Well, it's a big part of our community, and we are so honored to have you here and glad that you are stepping up to keep everyone safe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us
We
this
appreciate
afternoon.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.